Okay, this is lesson 86B in Algebra 1. We're continuing on, talking about dividing by polynomials, and this division is the one I left you with in 86A. So let's go to the step-by-step process on how to do this. Alright, so when you're dividing, you only worry about dividing the x. And you look at the x and say, how many times does it go into this first term? The answer will always be this exact same thing with this number here, one less. So this will be 3x squared. Okay, because what we did is we divided this x into that, which means we took away one x from this 3 that we have here, and we have 2, so we get that. Next step, we take this and multiply it by the x, and this and multiply it by the negative 3. So 3x times x, and you will always get your original number back, so I will always get the number here back, right there. Okay, then I take this times the negative 3 and get negative 9x squared. Draw a line, put a minus sign. After you do this, always draw a line, put a minus sign. Always draw a line, put a minus sign, and put the minus sign there. If you don't put the minus sign there, it's going to mess you up, I promise. So these two subtracted give you 0. Negative 2x squared minus negative 9x squared. Okay, this is why you put the minus sign, or this minus sign right there, is because two negatives give you a positive. So that gives you a plus 7x squared, because we've got negative 2 plus 9. Alright, we have 7x squared. We can erase this here, because that doesn't really matter. So we have 7x squared there. We bring down that part of it, okay, and we start over again. We look and say, how many times does x go into this? Keep things lined up. Keep your exponents that are squared lined up here, just like I did here. And my x's square or lined up, and they don't have an exponent on them. So x goes into this again, just like this one here. It's going to be whatever x is dividing into, exactly the same, but one digit smaller, like here. So our answer up here is going to be plus 7x. Okay, because we took away one of our x's, so it becomes 7x. Alright, now we're going to take this times this. Alright, so before we did this times this, or this times this and got that, this times this and got that. Now we're going to do this times this. Again, those will always, always, always be the same. Then we're going to take this times this. You get negative 21x. Line, negative. Alright, these two subtracted give you 0, so we can ignore that. 5 minus negative 21 is the same as 5 plus 21, which is going to give me 26x. Bring down the 50. Okay, now we start again. X goes into this. One less, we're going to take one x away, and when we take one x away, what happens? We have no more x's. 26 times. Now we take 26 times x, and again we get the exact same thing. Then we do 26 times negative 3. So 26 times negative 3 is negative 78. Line, minus. Those give me 0. 50 minus negative 78 is 50 plus 78. And when we don't have any x's in our answer, we are done. So then what I do with that 128 is I write it as plus 128. Now if this were a negative right here, I'd write minus 128 over x minus 3. So that, my friends, is your answer, and that's how you divide polynomials. So we're going to have to do a couple more just to make sure you get this. So this is going to be kind of a long lesson because it takes a while to get everything that's going on here. Now on this next one, so in your homework, you may have to watch these examples a couple times just to make sure that you're getting everything correctly, because there's a lot of chance for error when you're doing these problems here. So want to make sure that you at least kind of get this a little bit. Alright, we're going to take 86.4, and it says we have 2x cubed minus x squared plus 4, and we're dividing it by negative 2 plus x. Alright, so let's go ahead and write that in the correct order. 2x cubed minus x squared, don't forget to take the minus sign with it, minus x plus 4, and we're dividing it by x minus 2. So you're going to switch those around. Alright, so now that we did that, let's go ahead and move this up a little bit and do our division. Okay, so x goes into this. Again, you're going to write the exact same thing, except we're going to be 1x short. Then we're going to multiply this times this and get our answer back. Then we're going to multiply this times this, and we get minus 4x squared. Try to keep everything lined up with a minus sign. Alright, these will always give us a 0. So negative x squared minus negative 4x squared is negative x squared plus 4x squared. So negative 1x squared plus 4 would be a plus 3x squared. Now we're going to bring this down. Come on, x, show up. Okay, so I brought that down. Now we're going to do the division again. We're going to do this into this now. So we did this into this on the first one, and that's the only one we do that. Then we do this into what we have down here. So x goes into 3x squared. 3x times, because remember it's one less than what we have here. Now we multiply this times this, and then we multiply this times this. Line minus sign. Don't forget the line minus. Alright, this goes away, and then we have negative x minus negative 6x, or negative x plus 6x, plus 5x, bring down the 4. Okay, now this goes into this. Take away one of the x's, and we have no x's left, we just have a 5. Then we multiply this times this, and again we get our 5x back, and then we take 5 times negative 2 and get negative 10, line minus. Those go away, and then we have 4 minus negative 10, which is 4 plus 10, which is 14. There are no x's in that, so I know I'm done. And because it's a positive, it's going to be a plus 14 over that right there. And at that point we're done. Okay, so remember when I told you when you arrange these polynomials, you have to arrange them in descending order, like x cubed plus x squared plus x plus 4. So 3x's, 2x's, 1x, 0x's. Has to be in that order. Has to be not only in that order, but it has to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It can't be 5, 3, 1. You can't skip a number either. Which brings us to another example, 86.5. Negative, give me my pen, negative 2x plus 5 plus 3x cubed, and we're dividing by negative 3 plus x. So what we have here is our division, and we have an x minus 3 because we switched those around. And to put these in order, we'd have 3x cubed minus 2x plus 5. Alright, problem is we're missing. We're going from a 3 to a 1. We don't have a 2 in there. So what we have to do is we have to have a 2. But we can't just put a number in there. So what we do is we put 0x squared minus 2x plus 5. So notice what I did here. I still have my 3x cubed, my negative 2x, and my 5, but I put a 0x squared. What is 0 times anything? 0. So it doesn't really count as a number, but we have to put it in there just so we have our order there. Alright, so given that information, let's keep going here. Alright, so x goes into 3x cubed, 3x squared, because it's 1 less. 3x squared times this is 3x cubed. We get that back. Then we go 3x squared minus negative 3 minus 9x squared, line minus. These go away. 0 minus negative 9 is 0 plus 9, so 9x squared, and we bring down a minus 2x. Okay. Now we divide x into 9x squared, and we get 9x. Now we take this times this, and we get 9x squared. Then we take this 9x times negative 3, and we get minus 27x. Line minus. Don't forget the line minus. These go away. Negative 2x minus negative 27 is negative 2x plus 27. So I get a 25 there. Bring down my 5. And I get x goes into 25x 25 times. Okay? 25 times x gives us our 25x back. 25 times negative 3 is negative 75. Line minus. 5 plus 5 minus negative 75 is going to be a positive 80. Okay, ran out of letters, so we're done. So we have up on top plus 80 over x minus 3 for our answer. Okay, so I am going to do one more example, and we'll do that in the next video, and then we'll call it good.